Hello everyone, this is Oblik, doing my first Let's Play. It's an RPG Maker game called Chocobo Panic Space. It was made with RPG Maker 2000, I believe, and it was made by KOA Angel on RMN, which is RPGMaker.net. It's a really fun game. It's dubbed a Pac-Man clone. I don't really think that does this game justice, even though there were two games made previously that were much closer to being a Pac-Man clone. This game offers so much more than that. It's really fun. But anyway, let's jump right in and let's watch the intro sequence. Got some interesting little intro here. I guess it's his tag on this game. So yeah, like I said before, it is the third game, and it'll introduce the other two right here. So yeah, they've been around for a little while. First one came out in 2002. This one's not a bad game, but the controls are a little wonky. They're not tight enough. The Christmas one I also wrote a review for, and I plan to do a Let's Play for sometime in the future, but a little bit better. Difficulty's not as bad. And then, of course, 2008, which seems old now, but not really. We have Chocobo Panic Space. And I figure I can show the intro. There's some dialogue. You can read it at your own pace. Keep in mind that the maker is, I think, German, so it's not English is not his first language. So you gotta kind of give him some leeway in terms of the grammar. But Nebula Royal Castle. The premise is basically that these things called pogos, these guys right here, have these crystals and they get stolen. And your job is to collect them and get them back to these people. So again, you you can read at your own pace and try to understand the story as much as you can. Excuse me. Honestly, I think the Benny Hill theme song, or I'm not sure what the name of that song's called, but it's by Benny Hill, I believe, would have been much more fitting here, and I don't know if it just didn't sound good with compressing it to a MIDI, but oh well. So here they go, they're stealing the crystals. So yeah, they try to get them back. Doesn't exactly work so well, and then they decide to call the Chocobos in and see if they can solve the problem for them. So yeah, they scatter all over the place, and you have to go around this little solar system to collect them again. You'll see it in the level select screen. This game is very well presented, graphically and in terms of interface and gameplay. It flows well together. Yeah. So here's your mothership, I suppose. So yeah, basically, I think the blue one's the leader, and then the other 3 are kind of just crew members. And the blue one is basically giving you the orders, and he pretty much explains everything and what you're doing. So yeah, now the Pogos, I think that's what they're called, finally contact you and tell you what's going on, tell them that these thieves stole their crystals and they need to get them back. Sorry about that. That was my phone making noise. So yeah, they say they can take care of it. There's a picture of what the thieves look like. I really like these little cutscenes because even though they're not super refined, they're still well done and they're kind of funny. Overly dramatic and somewhat inappropriate, but it's still fun. So hopefully I can get at least a couple levels in before I reach about the 15-minute mark. So yada yada, they keep talking. Forgot that the intro was this long. Again, just pause it and you can read this at your own pace. I'm not going to attempt to do the voice acting, but here's the level select, the nebula or the solar system that you're working in. So yeah, you go all over the place, and you know all those areas are levels. And yeah, I'll explain it a little bit more once we get to the game. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you basically just select a level. You play the stage and whatnot. So the way this works is that each level you collect a star at the end. Once you reach the number of stars where it says need 1 star, you can play that level, so 2, 4, so on. And then there's 2 bonus levels. There's a green hidden item in the medium difficulty or the normal difficulty of each level, and a red collectible in the hard difficulty. If you collect all those, you can play the 11th and 12th levels, which are a little bit harder, but they're still manageable. So I guess we should start this up and try to get at least the first level done on easy. So on easy, you play as the yellow Chocobo. Yeah, they explain this. So as you go, you'll see these blocks, and whatever color Chocobo can open that color of the pathway. So in the older games, the game basically just got harder. It's the same level, just a little bit harder, and you know, enemies were faster and whatnot. So as the yellow Chocobo, it's really easy. The enemies are really slow. Same thing with the traps and the trap monsters. So, and there is a difference between an enemy and a trap. Those little spiky things are traps. They cannot be killed when you get the power coin. You can see how enemies kind of fade out a little bit, whereas the traps will stay solid. So yeah, you can still get killed even though you're using a power coin, which is, you know, analogous to the power pellet in Pac-Man. So yeah, again, the basic premise here is just to collect all the crystals in the level. You have a little counter up in the top left that tells you how many crystals are left, which I really appreciate, especially with the size of these levels. You know, you might be having, you know, like 5 left, and you're just trying to find those 5. Whereas instead of just running around blind, it's like, oh, I found 4 more, you know, and you think you're done, but you're still not done. So, also you have a timer for when it's counting down in the upper right corner to let you know how much time you have left. So the first level, pretty easy. And what I'm going to try to do is run through each level as I go and try to get every pickup. There are also secret level pickups, which are usually hidden a little bit better than the the green and red pickups. But they're not too difficult to find. I've actually played through this and I beat it all the way through, except I still can't find one of the secret levels, and maybe I'll get lucky and find it this time around. So yeah, those little platforms you can jump, they're in a couple levels, and they help you move around a little bit better. This here is, it's an energy sphere. It's basically an extra life, which is also really appreciated. You know, if you're in a really big level, it can be helpful. If you're like that, you make a mistake like that, you know, and you don't want to have to start from scratch. So, yeah, that's another thing that you have to watch out for, is those jagged edges, which I think are from Zelda, the Link to the Past. You can fall off the level and you die, which is kind of annoying. Also, those colorful areas, I'll go back and show it off here in a second. I forgot how big this level was, and I died again. Yeah, we'll try that again real quick. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get back on track, so I don't have to cut any of this out. But yeah, that green spinning sphere thing over there, that is where enemies respawn after you kill them, kind of like with Pac-Man in the center of the screen, where the ghosts respawn as the eyeballs. The only thing is, they all respawn at the same time as soon as time runs out, so you kind of want to stay away from it when your time runs out. That's another reason why it's really nice to have the timer. And actually, slow enemies can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. You know, they can crowd around the spawn point, and if there's a couple crystals there, man, I'm getting reckless. They can be, you know, a nuisance to get around because they're really slow and they kind of block each other's paths. So yeah, this is my first, like I said before, this is my first Let's Play, and I now understand what the Let's Play curse, that you have to do commentary, or you don't have to, but you know, it's kind of common practice to do commentary, and it's hard to commentate and play at the same time. Usually, other games made in RPG Maker, you know, it's not as hectic because you're not trying to pay attention and play at a much faster pace, like an adventure game like this one. See, this map is slow because of all these really slow-moving traps. Some of the levels do get a lot bigger, and they will slow me down a little bit, but yeah, this one's particularly long, and like I said, hopefully I can get it done before the... Oh, there we go. I didn't get the collectible. Maybe I can snag that real quick. The one thing that's good is that I think if you beat the level, you can go back at the collectible, and you don't have to beat it to actually maintain it. So, yeah, that's another thing I really like about this game, is the real simple narration stuff. I know here's the collectible, it's right up there. Let's see. I probably already screwed this up. Alright, well, I guess I can grab that in the next video. So this is, again, Oblik, if I didn't say that before. This is Let's Play Chocobo Panic Space Part 1, and I'll see you again in Part 2 shortly.